And help at last for the seal pups who were caught up in the storm and separated from their mothers. Now then, we heard a little bit earlier about the continuing effects of Storm Arwen on communities across the country. But when the storm hit, there was also an impact on wildlife across the British Isles. Hundreds of seals were killed when Arwen lashed the coastline. But as Alex Dunlop now reports, a handful of seal pups at Norfolk's East Winch Wildlife Centre are now getting the help that they need.
Not the most elegant way to have breakfast, but a sort of fish soup in a syringe is keeping these grey seal pups alive. For the next 5 months, the RSPCA team here at East Winch will be foster parents to these 6 orphans of Storm Arwen. It battered swathes of the country over the weekend, mother seals and their offspring separated by fierce tidal waves.
The mother's milk is substantial, it's all they have, and it takes 3 weeks for them to wean. So for the first 3 weeks, very, very important for them to be with their mother. So how did Frida's feeding go earlier on today?
So she's doing really well.
Evangelo and his team look after seals from all over the country, so even more could be heading this way. 2 orphan pups from Yorkshire are due in the next day or so. They'll be joining 188 hedgehogs and other wildlife already here. And while they look adorable, they have attitude.
As cute as they are, we do need to bear in mind these are wild animals. We want them to keep that wild instinct, that innate instinct that they have to be away from people, because that will allow them to succeed even more so once they've been rehabilitated and reintroduced.
All this care will cost. The food bill alone is £27 per seal per week.
They don't always know we're trying to help, but as they get bigger and they start to eat the fish, they start to enjoy that a lot more, and that's quite nice to see. And then when you get out the other side and you release them and you see them go after months of care, and you've done a good job.
After 4 months indoors, the orphan seal pups will be allowed outside into a pool like this to continue their rehabilitation. They should be released in the early spring. Norfolk has England's largest grey seal colony. It's now the height of the pupping season and more winter storms could be on their way. The advice as ever, if you see a seal pup alone on a beach and you're worried, alert a wildlife organisation. But above all else, leave it alone.
Alex Dunlop, BBC News.